Let's see how we'll create our own Jen Stark drips. We're going to start by practicing a drip by using glue bottles. So what I'm going to do is make sure my glue is breathing, and I'm going to squeeze a line of glue at the top of my colored paper. Make sure it's a thick line of glue. That'll make it easier to drip. Once I have my glue all the way on there, I'm going to tap my paper by holding it up. So I have some drip lines that come down. Once I'm happy with my drip, I'm going to go pick up a messy mat and a white piece of paper. The first thing I always do is write my name and my class code that day of the week. I'm going to stay on the back and I'm going to draw 2 to 3 rectangles for my practices. And I'm going to take my drip right in front of me and recreate it in one of those rectangles. That will be the first layer of my drip drawing. Then I can use drips from others at my table. Make sure to share. I want to add layers of drips, and I can use the other rectangle to practice other drips. Once I've practiced 2 to 3, I can turn my paper over and I'm going to recreate one of those drip designs with a paint marker. Remember, do not shake, do not squeeze, and do not slam our paint marker. That will cause all the ink to get everywhere. Now remember, this is permanent, so once you start to draw, you cannot erase. I'm drawing that first layer of my drip, making sure my messy mat is underneath as I go off the page. Once I've done my first layer, I'm going to add in my second layer. Stop as you get to a black line and bring that line off the edge. For mine, I'm able to fit 3 layers. You might fit 3, you might fit 4. Now I need to decide which space do I want my black and white drip. In those areas, you're going to want to thicken up the black line by having 2 lines right next to each other, just like I'm doing here. Once I have it go off the edge, I almost leave a 2-finger space, and then I draw the next layer of that same drip. It should match the line right next to it. They run parallel. Think about railroad tracks. As I fill up that space, then I am all done and ready for my next step of Jen Stark drips.